So many people love to talk about how loving Jesus is, which he is. But if you're his servant, if you're his disciple, aren't you called to mirror and love your neighbor as you love yourself? You're called to also mirror what Jesus is and what he did and what he's been doing. And you know what's so important? Number one, it's important to love Yahweh with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, all your body, all your spirits. But you know what Jesus said? He said what is just as important, well, second to that, is loving your neighbor as you love yourself. And it's so important to note this. Because during the Last Supper, when Jesus is telling them, like, hey, somebody from this table, one of the 12, is going to betray me, they were all genuinely confused. They were confused because they were like, who? Who is it? Who is it? They had no idea. You know why? Because Jesus never treated Judas any different. Jesus never treated Judas any differently than the rest of the disciples. So you should still honor your enemy when they talk about you. You should pray for your enemy when they talk about you. Don't talk about them back. If they're mistreating you, take it to the throne of God. Ask for wisdom and discernment on what to do with that situation and let him handle it. But don't badmouth them. Jesus, being God, already knew that Judas was going to betray him. He already knew that. He knew what had to be done. And he still loved them all just as equally as if Judas never betrayed him or was never going to betray him. And on top of that, when he knew Judas was coming back to send him off with the religious people, Jesus still allowed Judas to kiss him. And the kiss was a deceitful kiss. The kiss was used as a signal so they could know, well, this is Jesus. And he can get his 30 pieces of silver, which was only $200-300 in today's currency. And I say only because, first of all, there's no amount of money you can pay somebody that will even suffice to sell God. Yeah, people sell Jesus for free every single day. We always talking about how Judas sold Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, but you betray Jesus every single day for free with the cost of your soul. So it's really not free if you want to be honest.